So, when it comes to starting to consider building your online course, there's a few things that you need to think about before you even start to build the outline. Once you understand your ideal client, you really need to understand that they learn in different ways. So, I'm talking not only to the learning style. So many of us will know the visual, auditory, kinesthetic learners. Do we learn from seeing things? Do we learn from hearing things? Do we learn from doing and feeling things? But you also need to think about other levels of learning. People love to learn at different times of the day. So I know that I get a lot of my work done in the morning. I want to kick off before 9 o'clock and do all of that new stuff because that's when my brain's switched on, probably because I've had 3 cups of coffee. But it also means, other people love to work at night. So, I've met multiple people, a couple of our clients at the moment, who say they really love the recordings in the online portal and the value that we give, but they love watching it after hours. So once they've knocked off, once they've had dinner, 10, 11 o'clock, they've hung out with their family a little bit, they want to get on and do their learning late at night. The other thing that you've got to remember is that when you build online courses and you start to develop this stuff, you can work with absolutely anybody in the world. So having that online system set up will help people not only learn when they feel like they want to learn, but it will also help you reach a much wider audience. Having worked with so many amazing entrepreneurs and business owners from startup to multi-million dollar companies, there's one key thing that I've seen that the $1 million people are doing differently to the people that are struggling to grow and scale their revenue. And that is finding multiple income streams that they can connect to their business as different products or different services to help them create additional revenue channels so that they can scale. What do I mean by this? So one of the big things that we obviously support our clients with is building epic online courses, taking their knowledge and their skills and their experience and turning that into a platform where they can share their knowledge and people can start to learn. There are so many other things that you can look at. So we have supported clients to build retreats, to build one-day workshops, to find a publisher with a book idea so that they can start to write a book and use that as a way to share their knowledge. So I want you to ask yourself, especially if you're in a service-based business where you're working one-on-one with clients and you're restricted by the amount of hours that you have in the day to serve those clients, what could you add to your business that doesn't require a lot of time that can help you start to make a much bigger impact in the world? One of the amazing things about the era that we live in right now is that tech is moving so quickly and things are developing so fast. So you know that AI is the latest thing. I think you'd need to be living under a rock to not hear about AI right now. But the speed in which AI is developing and the tools that you can start to use are changing almost every single day. What you need to be mindful of as an entrepreneur is shiny new thing syndrome and making sure that you're working on things that are going to support you long term. So, we've adopted a lot of stuff in our business that, might be a great idea at the time, but then a couple of months later, that idea becomes redundant because something happens or, it's not connected to our long term purpose and our long term focus. So, understanding and accepting the belief that tech is always going to grow and develop, but what is that pivotal gear in your business that's going to serve you best right now long term to grow and scale so that you can continue to innovate, you can continue to improve without getting caught up and stuck in all of the new softwares that start to come out, all the new tools that start to come out. That laser focus is what is going to help you grow faster. When it comes to understanding what you need to do next in your business, whether it's looking at software, whether it's looking at an additional revenue stream, we use something that we call the Level Up Journey Map. And it's a really simple traffic light system. So you could do this right now. It's a system that's going to allow you to look at the gaps in your business and the specific areas that you need to work on to move the dial quicker. You could do this for yourselves right now. You could take a look at the 4 C's like we use. So connections, conversations, calls, and clients. If there is a gap in these 4 things, then what traffic light each one of them. So, clients, we're serving them, they're kicking us, that's a green light. calls for the sales team. You know, the sales team are getting calls, but they're not getting enough calls. So maybe that's a yellow or amber light. Conversations, are we connecting and having conversations with new leads? That's a red light. We really want to get more leads into our business. So we immediately scrap clients. We understand that calls need leads. So even though that's an orange, amber light, we want to change that. And then connections and conversations, that's our gap. So that's what we need to focus on next. If you take a look at it from a basic business perspective, it could be, marketing, sales, retention, revenue, innovation. Like, come up with your own wheel of departments or whatever. Score them, whether it's from a 1 to 10 or a red to green traffic light perspective, and then just pick one or two that you want to work on to turn the dial the quickest. But make sure you're always asking yourself, which thing, if all of the other ones, if one thing is solved, what's the biggest thing that's going to help me move forward quicker this quarter? Hey there, thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to hit like so that we can share it with amazing entrepreneurs just like you. And don't forget to hit the bell icon so that you never miss another level up strategy that could completely change the game when it comes to growing and scaling your business. We love supporting and helping entrepreneurs to take things to the next level. So be sure to comment below, let us know your questions or the other videos that you would like us to do, and we'll see you on the other side.